artists. We're master Houdinis. We know how to escape our real lives really, really well. I'll give you an example. You clicked on this video. Why? Something inside you said, okay, I want to watch this video. I don't know why. Maybe I'm intrigued. Maybe I know Jen. Maybe I like how she looks. I don't know. Whatever it is. Maybe I just want to see what kind of nonsense she's spewing, and I'm going to click off, whatever. We escape watching videos, right? What makes you click on a video? Even those disgusting pimple popping videos are a sort of escape. What are you escaping from when you watch those? You say, well, it's entertainment value, right? Or Mr. Beast videos, entertainment. I'm not escaping from problems. I'm just watching it for fun, right? Cute little cat videos. Escaping from boredom, escaping from stress, anxiety, guilt, shame, loneliness, whatever it is, right? We're always escaping. It doesn't matter if it's a how-to video on, I don't know, how to pop your own zit, or how to relieve anxiety, how to tap into your inner child, or it's just for entertainment values where we don't really have a purpose, right? We think we don't have a purpose, but there's always an underlying purpose, okay? We're master Houdinis at our own life. And, it's like, what are we truly escaping from? And you may just think on the superficial level, but that's because we identify with our superficial self or our illusionary ego self. But that's not really who we are. And the more we escape and escape and escape, it's harder to kind of get to know the real us, I guess you could say. Don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing with watching cute cat videos or Mr. Beast videos or, videos that make you laugh, that make you feel good, because that's what we're looking inside too. We want to feel good, right? If we're having a bad day, put on a video or read something that lifts you up. Totally cool. Totally cool. But it's still an attachment to our ego self, who we're identifying with. Because if we weren't attached to that self, our identity, right? Because we have lots of identities to say, I am this, I am that. If we weren't too attached to those things, then we wouldn't feel those heavy emotions that we're trying to escape from. That's all I'm saying. Most of the time we are escaping in life because we don't want the responsibility, or we don't want to deal with those heavy emotions. We don't want to feel uncomfortable in our bodies, of course, because it sucks, right? It doesn't feel good. But here's the catch. Look at your life and kind of measure out how much you're escaping versus how much you're really living in the moment of your life. And that's going to give you a clue as to what to do next. So there's nothing wrong with escaping. But when you're escaping more than you're living, that becomes an issue for you, because it's going to make it more difficult down the road. See, escapism is just a temporary fix for something deeper. And you may say, well, why am I still watching this? Because I like to just laugh and have fun, and I want to keep things light in life, and I don't think it's a big deal. I don't feel like I always need to go deep. Like, that's the thing. A lot of spiritual people just are deep all the time, 24/7, and forget about that part of just like the superficial lightness to everything, and laughing and having fun and just like loosening up, right? Everybody's too focused on their past traumas and problems, and they get sucked into this identity of a victim, okay? And yeah, you're trying to move past it, things like that, but it's still an identity. It's still that illusionary part of yourself, okay? Because you haven't accepted that part doesn't actually exist. It's just a projection from here. Projection, right? So I guess the point I'm trying to make in this is that, look at how much you're escaping versus how much you're living. Because if you're escaping more than you're living, then you have to look at why. You have to look at why. And, escaping also is our fear of being bored, of doing nothing, because we feel like, I talked about the responsibility of the heavy emotions that we're trying to run away from a lot of times, but it's also we're escaping from us feeling like we don't have purpose or meaning in life, and we associate meaning in life to doing, but that's not the case. So learning to, it's almost like the Heinz ketchup bottle, right? Heinz ketchup bottle. You're waiting for the ketchup to come out and it's so slow, right? You're just staring at it. So, we get impatient and we take a knife and we force the ketchup to come out, and what happens? We have a big blood clot on our plate. And that's not a smooth flow in life. But if you had the patience and and you trust that this ketchup will come out, because it's got to come out regardless, eventually it will. You just know it because it's done it before, and even though you can't see it now, it looks like it's not moving, but you're just staring at it, trying to, waiting and waiting and waiting. It's kind of like your life. You don't trust that your life is just going to flow. You got to either try to force it, in which case you end up with a clot, stagnation, or something just blows up on you. Big blob of ketchup on your hamburger. A little too much. You have to trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your life. And I guess this video is deeper than it needs to be, because or maybe it's not, but look at your life. How much are you escaping versus how much are you living? How much are you trusting versus how much are you forcing? Because this side, illusionary self, is always going to try to force. And this side's always going to trust. It's going to have patience. It's going to take the inspired action when it needs to. Allow. Surrender. Sometimes it's good to pause. Nothing's going to happen. If you pause, if we pause, we always think that something bad's going to happen. That everything's just going to fall apart in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year. It's not going to fall apart. It's not going to fall apart. It's your projection in your mind that it's going to all fall apart. But usually it never does. You've taken a pause in the past, I'm sure, and things haven't just, you're still here. If things were truly, truly going to fall apart, you would probably not be here living at this exact moment. It's conditioning. It's conditioning up here. So anyway, I just want to make you aware today, and I hope you have a great day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I put out new videos every single week. My new book is out. I'm going to put a link to that below, 12-Step Guide for the Self-Help Book Addict. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.